I mean, they were good butterflies, knowing that it's, knowing that everything we've worked for. I know we've said before that, it's very satisfying to finally be here, and, we're very grateful. But actually going out there and looking around and seeing, because normally when I fight in these types of cards, I go in, like at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so it's empty. But going out there tonight and looking at the stands completely full, packed, just, oh my God, it was I don't know, hey, it was amazing. It was words cannot, I cannot, just begin to articulate how amazing it felt.
So what about you go into the first couple of minutes there? We're just trying to get a feel for everything.
Yeah, because we know he's going to be a slick. We knew he was going to try to be a slick fighter, and we knew he was going to try to use movement and use the ring. So we're going to try and feel out how exactly he was going to move, what punches he was going to use to get out of the way, what punches he was going to use when I went in. If he was gonna, so that's why it's called the sweet science. There's a lot, a lot of thinking that goes into a fight. But we went out there, I felt him, and it's like my coach said, when he noticed that he started raising his elbows to try and hold me, that's when I knew he was gonna be in trouble. So I started going in with those looping left hands. I knew I was gonna catch him.
That first body punch there, he went down. Was it a body punch?
Yes, sir. It was
when he went
body
down the
punch.
first one.
Yeah, and then I knew he was hurt, so I went after him, and he tried to avoid more damage. So
when did you feel like you had him?
I think I don't remember what punch it was that I landed. I think it was an overhand right, and after that, after he felt that I was obviously stronger than him, he kind of began to run a little more. He began to fight more defensively, and like I said, that's when he started to try and hold on when I went inside. So I knew he was in trouble then.
Talk about being you're not really a thinking fighter. You're a puncher.
No, it looks like I'm not a thinking fighter, but
Really?
I'm thinking. I think with every step that I take, my coach thought the same thing, and so I went, and so he actually started training me, and then he found out that I was a very smart fighter, and now I use my offense to stop them from thinking. Well, I think the whole way through.
Tell me about your first knockout. When you knocked
The
him
body.
out. Yeah, the body.
First
punch.
knockdown.
Oh, the first knockdown. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that one, like I said, I noticed that he was starting to pick up his elbows to try and hold me when I was going in. So I started going in with those looping left hands, attacking the body since he was picking up his elbows, and that's when I first caught him with that left hook.
And what about the second one?
The second one, well, like I said, it was more of the same thing. He was already hurt. He was fighting, backing away. He was trying to reach the bell, but like I said, I went in there with that looping left hook, and I knew, I would catch him sooner or later, and I just happened to catch him before the first round ended.
Yeah. I think I had asked you last week, about this fight. He likes to go all the way, and you're more of you like to take care of business early,
Yes, sir.
early and often. So, being that you take care of him in the first round, how does that make you feel? That he was undefeated.
It just goes to show that all the work we did throughout the camp, it paid off. It was very well worth all the sacrifice and the dieting and the running and everything. Being away from my family, it just completely validates everything we've been doing.
Were you away from your family? You had training camp?
Yes, sir. I was my camped in California, and my family's from Texas.
Yeah.
So I was
Where in California?
Indio,
Indio.
Coachella. Yeah.
How long were you there?
Like a month and a
Your
half.
camp.
Since
Month and a
my
half.
last fight was March 2nd, so I only had a few days off, and then we had to go back to training.
It's like Jim Gray asked you, what now? What do you want to do now, or what is?
Now, I just want to take it one step at a time. Time to rest up, time to enjoy. My work, my job. Time to enjoy. We work hard, we play hard as well. So, gotta enjoy. I'm taking my sister to Vegas for her 21st birthday, so we got that on the agenda. And then afterwards, we'll see. Like I said, what Al Heyman, my team, Golden Boy, and everyone has planned for me.
Tell me a little bit about the shirt.
Well, I was very heartbroken when I found out. It's like it was close to home because it was at a sporting event, and what I do, we packed 30-some thousand people, so I can only imagine what it would be like if somebody did that, at one of my events. So it just really broke my heart knowing that some people would do that just for the heck of it. The Boston Marathon, the thing about it is that it's always for a good cause. People are always running, they're running for this, they were running for the Sandy Hook kids, they always have good causes on there, and then for somebody to go and wreak that kind of tear upon that is just, it was just, you know, I don't know, it's indescribable. Like,
You have a lot of your family here tonight.
yes, a lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of neighbors back in,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so.
Oh, okay. About how many maybe you came?
Honestly, about a fourth or, you know, a fourth of the people here are from the valley.
Like 8,000 people and.
How did it feel to hear that loud crowd when they announced your name? Because that was probably the loudest that anyone has ever yelled for you.
That's, yeah, like I said, it was just surreal, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Goosebumps?
Yeah, I mean, you look around and I see every seat, you know, filled, and you're like, God, I started from nothing. I started fighting, you know, I fought in Mexico a couple of times. There was like 200 people there, and man, it's just incredible. This is
Right before the fight, like,
But you came in this thing pretty confident. You said, don't blink. You made a prediction that it was going to be over early and it happened. Why did you say that?
Because
It was true.
he lives with me. I train him. I know what I go through on a daily basis with him. I know the potential he's got. I'm telling you. And one of the main things I tell him is like, why go the distance? Why wait for the rounds to go? If you can finish them early, your career goes longer because you have less wear and tear in your body. That's why, hey, if he finds the opportunity, it's over. And I knew the opportunity was going to come because Cotto's a boxer. You cannot box this guy. I knew yesterday in the weigh-ins, I seen Cotto's body. I didn't see no definition in the abdomen. I knew that's what we're going to attack. That's what I told him. Hey, he's going to start holding you early in the rounds. As I told the ref, watch the holding. And once he started holding over his shoulders, I said, this kid got into some trouble. I knew it wasn't going to be over. I knew it wasn't going to finish the round.
Right. What do you think, what does Omar have to do? Does he have to work on anything in particular? Defense, anything?
Well,
I mean, he seems like a pretty complete package with the coaching.
well, you know, when he came to me at first, he had no head movement. I mean, he had a little bit, but he was too tall. He was standing too tall. And as you've seen today, in this round, you've seen how he was moving his shoulders side to side. He slipped a lot of punches. He's staying low. He's avoiding a lot of punches and countering. And that's basically what he needs. That's one of the things I'm working with him right now is his defense and use his jab as he gets the distance. Don't walk in straight, you know, don't walk in inside without throwing his jab. And he did it really, really well.
Perfect, thank you. How happy are you with Diaz, with Joel Diaz, and what he is? He took, you passed on the baton to him.
Very
for the
happy.
Mikey Pettis.
Very happy with him. He's done his job, and you can tell in the ring. I mean, Omar is a heavy puncher, and I mean, Joel has worked wonders with Omar.
in the scale of 1 to 10, how proud are you of Omar? I mean, every fight, you know, it gets better and better, and the opponents get harder.
As I was walking to the ring, man, I wanted, you know, just like I don't know, and I give him credit because he goes in there, and I mean, I was nervous. I was very nervous. I'm always nervous. He's kind of a little bit, but I mean, I was walking on air.
My heart was pounding. Anybody cares? Well, the crowd, and what was it like when they yelled for him?
Man, it was beautiful. I never been to Alamo Dome. This is my first time.
Really?
Man, it was humongous. The people way out there, you can barely see them and cheering. Man, I want 10 copies of these just to hear that crowd cheer for Omar. That's the best of it. That was the best.